And here they are. Interesting technique from Mathis on how to draw cards. Let's see if it pays off. In terms of main differences in their deck lists, what can you guys tell us?
One card that's piqued my interest is Effect Veiler. It's not really a card I've seen very much of, but we're seeing it along with a few other tech choices. A lot of the Ghost Sisters for Mathis.
Yeah, something that we don't really see quite often, with Ghost Ogre and Ghost Bell being played from Mathis. And Noel's on the other side is his main deck in LARK, which is something that we discussed previously. But yeah, there's no Ghost Ogre, no Ghost Bell from his side.
Yeah, a real collection of interesting choices from different players. Everyone's kind of got their own spin on it. I think the kind of bog standard list running 3 Drolls and 6 small Charmies, people seem to have veered away from in favor of running just different hand traps. We're seeing people main decking Malice tech cards. We're seeing people main decking things like Veiler, and yeah, a little bit of everything.
But yeah, we did open up as seen with the Wire Rabbit, and then we had these 07. Just push through some plays.
Yeah, Rabbit not the best starting card, and now even worse because no one is main decking the Malice trap that summons from the deck, MTP. So you kind of have to make do with it if it is your start, but it seems to be fine. Yeah. This may be a time when the deck is actually a little weaker, when you've not started with the ideal start. Maybe something like Ghost Ogre or Ghost Belt, but no such luck. And it really feels like this is a massive point for Malice when you get to summon your first Link 3. Feels like from this point onwards, you are almost impossible to stop, because all you need to do, you get so much advantage just from summoning it. And then in the future, all you need to do is have any way to banish it, and then you get all of that advantage again and again.
Yeah, no interruption so far here from Noel, which doesn't seem like is having any sort of interruptions.
Is he on Nibiru's?
Nope, doesn't play them. No Nibiru in the main deck.
All right. Good news for Mathis, I guess.
Not even a drawn Lockbird. Probably would have come down by now, so tough to say what he could be holding on to. Maybe some Bestials. Yeah, he does. We see a lovely interaction there between the Chess Cat and the March Hare, just drawing 2 cards for free. Since the March Hare comes right back. Hovering over Cyburst Wicked here, such a powerful card, especially in the Malice strategy. Makes you wonder almost like why it wasn't played before, but obviously they didn't really have a good tuner to search, but like something that searches by banishing from your grave just seems custom made for Malice, even though this existed a long time before Malice did. Yeah, you're going to get another copy of Backup to hand.
I don't want to jinx it, but I was just thinking about something. Given our field of competitors, it seems like even at the playoffs, the French community was on a roll, and there is a good chance. That's why I say I don't want to jinx it. That we will have quite a few competitors going. Do you guys think it's a coincidence at all, given that the World Championship will be held in France, or is it connected somehow due to their known nationalism of being extremely prideful of wanting to defend the title there, maybe?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's you are seeing a lot of French players making it into the top cut. I think did we have 8 even in the top 16, so it's a pretty good start.
Yeah, really curious to see if Gabriel Soucy as well will have a chance to advance. But
unfortunately,
you already know.
Yeah, it's yeah, both him and the only Italian that we had, Danilo. They started off strong in round 1, but then they lost out, so they are already X2, which means we are not gonna see them at least today. I mean, both here and in the North American WCQ, we have seen players not making it in the playoff and then doing it during the weekend, so you never know.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible at the NAWCQ. You just saw the players from the playoff appearing all over the top card as well, which is an amazing achievement.
Yeah,
and it just goes to show if you've made it this far already, into the playoffs, it is for a reason. So makes sense to see them again.
Yeah, interesting start. We recovered the Veiler with the firewall.
He's using quite an early sort of firewall drag, not as an interruption, but as a way to get back Veiler, which I suppose will be an interruption. So maybe that means the firewall is going to get turned into something else, maybe a link of 5.
Yeah. But I mean, this is just so impressive, and I mean, we have been discussing a bit. You mentioned that one of the few decks that can deal with this recursion is the MALISS deck itself. So at least Noel has that on his side, but with such an opener, when they are uncontested, MALISS cards just do so much for you. And yeah, look at the end. It's like 7 cards in end.
It's just a strange mirror match because all of the interruptions are banishing, but like it's not really a very good interruption against MALISS banishing their cards. They just come back again. So
no, but look at this. I think it's one of the few times in which we can see the MALISS deck at full power, especially because there's no interruptions, and I think it's Noel Zen is just the engine pieces.
Spells I saw. Yeah. Now that he fanned it out, but yeah, it seems like Mathis is finally done, and let's see if we're gonna have just a quick game and we throw the full loss. Wow.
And there it comes, and I don't think MALISS has any way to summon from the deck or extra.
My God, and yeah, we see some. I think we see Ghost Ogre in the hand of Mathis as well. Interesting choice in the main deck.
Yeah, I have a feeling maybe it's for precisely this situation with MALISS when you draw loads of cards. Maybe you kind of want to have a spread of hand traps. If you're running multiple of the same one and you draw bonus copies, then you cannot, you can't get any use out of the extra copies. So you might as well just run a few different ones. They'll have quite similar effects. So you might as well.
And I'm pretty sure we have Impermanence, Veiler, Ash, and Ogre. So that's an interesting set of, tools. Okay, we decide to interact right away with the MTP07.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best cards to use the banish on.
Indeed. Okay, we have Sarcophagus at least, one of the better extenders. We have to be careful. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I mean, Noel has seen enough, and game 1 goes to Mathis. You can.
The more I think about Lullaby, the cooler it becomes. The fact that it can be either a starter or Central Lancier is,
I love it.
Is unbelievable. So
yeah, I love it. And now let's ask the usual questions. I do see a Lancia, but do we have a way to play the game for Noel? Is it underground? Maybe. Yeah.
What is Noel gonna start with? Are you a main phase Lancia, or are you a standby phase Lancia sort of person?
I mean, ever since talent has been limited, I think main phase makes all the more sense overall. You can wait it out a bit.
Waiting to see.
Yeah.
There's not that many people playing Allure of Darkness still, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main punishment.
Indeed. Ooh, here comes a friend, and there is the Lancia, which we have waited on. Gonna prevent this ball drake from resolving and just take the turn off from Noel, possibly. I think he did have the Malice in underground, and this might be it if he doesn't have much else.
Yeah, it's probably better that he started like this rather than with the underground, because the underground just, you lose it. Whereas this way, you've set a trap, so you can activate the trap and get another trap by summoning the White Rabbit. So you're not going to lose out too much advantage.
Indeed.
Which could come up if both players have Lanciers and they're just sort of trading with starter cards.
And that is the case. We pass back, but we have our own Lancia. And this Linguribu is actually also quite interesting here.
Well, you can't use Linguribu if you use Lancia.
Fair.
But you can't use the trap after Lancia anyway, so... I think Mathis is the spiritual winner because he has a shinier Lancia.
Fair. And yeah, I mean, this is what you should expect, you know, once you get to the side deck battle of these Lancias. Do we have the Lullaby? Lullaby of Obedience. Okay, we have chained the Ball Drake. We know that there is another Ball Drake. They have drawn almost identical hands. Yeah. Yeah.
And what can you do as Mathis here? What do you reckon the targets are? Because I'm guessing Noel will want to target his Malice in the grave. Mathis probably won't have targeted his. That's the same target as the Lancia.
Yeah. Just, I don't know if I do like that Ball Drake from Mathis, I guess. There was a universe in which Noel was gonna be the one chaining it if you said I don't have any further action, and then you could chain your own, you know. But it's an interesting take.
Yeah, I don't know what it does. When I see so many Lanciers flying around, it makes me wonder if anyone can make a light charmer, but I don't know how easy that is to do in Malice. You need to be playing the Fiendsmiths as well or something.
And here we maybe once again the Linguribu from Mathis, and yeah, I mean pretty much same hands from our players.
Bit of a slower one, and something you should expect. And obviously the question is, do we have yet another? But Noel is now gonna just have a read at his own
Yeah, I think
card.
just double checking that the Linguribu can't negate while Lancia is up, and I think it has to banish, so you cannot activate it.
Indeed. So good recognition here by Noel, who goes for his 06 and access the 07 for next turn, possibly.
Yeah, this is everything he's gonna need. So is Mathis gonna have anything to stop him?
Yeah, I mean, you just know about the Ball Drake, and outside of that, you are feeling well, good. So draw.
Oh, and here comes the Dormouse. Gets to the point where Mathis' life points might start to look a little low, even with a Lancia when you're staring down 3 monsters, but no Lanciers, probably no luck.
I think it's going to be complicated here for Mathis, because now Noel is basically free to combo off, and without Lancia from Mathis' side, it's pretty much, I mean, of course I think he's left with 3 cards in hand, but I can really see Noel's on the driver's seat.
Yeah, the only card you really got to think about that could throw a spanner in the works is a Nibiru. I don't know how popular it is, but you shouldn't really write it off, even if you don't think your opponent should be playing it.
Yeah, because his opponent is actually playing them. So
there you go. You gotta watch out.
Ooh, interesting. interesting. Okay. We get rid of the underground.
You can always pick up another underground.
Yep.
With the red ransom.
And with a bit of thought, Noel does proceed to go for a link free.
Be a little tricky to maybe put 8,000 damage through all of the things that you know Mathis has while also being careful.
Ooh, and here comes the effect Valor.
And you can chain a trap, but that trap's probably just going to get negated.
Yeah, because also, yeah, we just used it. Ooh, and that's a big talent.
Wow.
And you get to look at the last couple of cards. Really rough for Mathis there.
Yeah, Mathis
concedes the game.
That's enough. I mean, interesting, interesting ending there. I mean. Here they are. In the meantime, we haven't really discussed it yet, but our backup for this round is the match between Dinka and Tom. And I can tell you that Dinka lost game 1, so right now they are playing game 2. But yeah, it's also gonna be a match between 2 X1s, which means that Dinka is gonna need to assemble once again a comeback if he wants to have a shot of making it to the top cut.
Yeah, it's very high stakes and all to play for everyone here. I suppose apart from our 3-0 duelists who are sitting happily, probably going to make it into the top cut.
Let's see. Important, and really, I mean, it changes so much if you think about it. If you lose here, I mean, you have to go through 2 entire days, I mean, tomorrow and the day after, but if you win, you have 2 chances to go to the World Championship, most likely. And we start things off with the Dormouse.
And this is amazing here. We're just seeing, I feel like we've almost gone full circle and people got rid of all these cards. No one wanted to run Effect Valor against Malice because you would just breeze right past it. But are we going to see that from Mathis here, or have we, you know, rediscovered something?
That's when I only plays one Valor, you know.
You just play one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems, I mean, maybe it'll do the trick.
Yeah, that's the job.
It feels so difficult just negating an effect because they just link it away and then just keep playing.
Ooh, and we have a read that Linguribo.
Yeah, it shuts down
a lot of
like Impermanence, Impulse.
And yeah, I think that's what he is thinking about, but it's extremely good here. Oh, I think it's, isn't it that Lancia again? No,
there's Ash.
Okay, it's Ash Blossom.
But here we are. I mean, we can still play. This is so amazing, isn't it? Because the Malice deck, it just does not care. You just keep going. You've got 2 different options almost of what you could make. I don't know if he runs the Lizardos, but some players do still.
First comes Splash Mage.
Oh, wow.
And we do see the Impulse
as well.
3 interruptions from Noel trying to
only 2 cards used for
win,
Mathis.
and only a face down. Is that it, or do we have more? And there comes the Lullaby. I mean, love to see it personally.
Yeah, this has caused a lot of excitement from the crowd. What are you going to call here? Because you could call Lancia, but you could also just call March here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it really depends. It depends what your last card in hand is, because
I mean, given the face down, I want to say it could be Lancia, but let's see.
Yeah, why do you set one? Do you have to show your opponent your hand or something like that? Maybe
No.
I've not used this card for a long time, so I'm trying to figure out why you set a card.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be there.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I guess you
Don't
just
ask.
give it to your opponent on the field, because otherwise they get to banish.
And this is gonna be an important decision because, you know, we're just gonna have to keep in mind that Mathis had other options with this Lullaby, but I mean, love to see the card. So versatile. And
yeah, here we are. And again, once he's got now the Link 3, Noel's down to 2 cards. He's used 3 interruptions.
Yeah.
And Mathis used 3 cards from his hand, but like I feel like there's only one way that trade has gone, and it's gone fully to Mathis.
indeed.
I can see why he gave the March Hare to hand, but now it means to the field rather than to the hand. But now it means he can still use the effect of March Hare in his hand if he's able to search another one, which surely he will be able to.
Time is not really an issue. 20 minutes remain. Has been quite a reasonable pace from both, and I mean, we wished for this, and we got our wish granted, seeing, you know, the Lullaby being the card that impacted the game. And so again, another form of inspiration for any of you guys who still have to submit your deck list for the main event.
Yeah, you can tell these players have really thought about what they're planning to face. Everyone in that sort of anti-Malice technology, even if you're in the Malice deck yourself, siding in those Lullabies. It doesn't really feel very consistent against any other decks.
Oof. And in the meantime, guys, I can announce that Tom has won 2-0 over Dinka Bui, knocking him out of the competition. We will not be seeing Dinka in the top cut, while Tom will be, you know, advancing with a 3-1 record, hoping to sneak in 4th place.
Quite of a news, because it was 2-0 Dinka, right? So
I think so. I think so. Unfortunate, definitely for him. Yeah, I mean, it has to happen to somebody. So
Mantis just having a think about what to target.
yep.
Heads up play there. If you don't have anything else to do, you can target one of your opponent's trap cards, and then it will turn off the bonus effect of Dominus Impulse that would destroy your card if Noel had a second copy lurking in his hand.
Indeed. I mean, it's all about these apparently insignificant details that can actually matter. And we see once more this firewall.
It's just going to be so tough for Noel to come back here with just 2 cards in hand. He's going to be staring at the very least, even if Mathis just passed, he would have a firewall and an MTP. Bouncing a card is pretty useful, I'd say, against Malice. Just get away that normal summon.
Yeah, this looks absolutely incredible from Mathis. Could hear a lot of support from the crowd, as usual, I gotta say, when a French player is playing, in this case Chu, so always nice to see. And I'm sure it will get even crazier as we proceed to the semi-finals, which in this case are finals in all regards, since, you know, they're just matches that will send one player to the World Championship.
Yeah, once you win one of these, you are good to go.
Yep.
Here, just passing on this, not the most full field, I guess, that Malice can end on, but again, he's had to battle through three interruptions from Noel, so more than happy to be ending like this.
Is there also Bestial?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a March Hare.
Just an...
Can March Hare target another one? assume Noel knows better than me. It's just quite normal templating on cards that they can't banish extra copies of themselves.
No. No restriction.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was done during the main phase, so Matt is going to have a think about whether he needs to do anything.
And yeah, you can see Noel, bit of a interesting smile on his face. He knows, I mean, he has worked hard all year, as all of these players, to make it and have a chance, and you're just one game away. And I mean, especially because I feel like once we saw that face down next to the Splash Mage, we were almost assuming an end phase was gonna be called, and then the Lullaby come down, which must have been a roller coaster of emotions for Noel as well.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why he said it first.
Yeah, I'm trying. Just for the show. Thank you,
For the
Mathis.
show. Or is it an MTP? Maybe that's why, just in case he got like
maybe.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was.
Because I'm just trying to think now. I don't think we ever saw him pull an MTP out the deck. Because he reset the GWC.
And yeah, here is the top deck 4th turn, which was this MALISS in Underground.
Yeah.
And yeah, there it is. MTP. We could use this. Yeah, makes sense. Time to negate. Goes through.
So it's normally very powerful to get to summon the monster, but once you have already used the banish effect of a MALISS monster, I guess it becomes that much weaker in the MALISS mirror match, because they have a lot of ways to just banish it again. So once you banish it twice, that will do the trick.
Let's see if that is the case here. We do wait for the activation of the effect, and we have infinite impermanence.
Well, you can tell now they're really trying, because
Yeah, of course he's going to. 2 cards remain in hand. Still this Firewall.
Yeah, March has still one of them.
And we go for it. Yeah. Makes sense. It's just a Marcher loop at this point.
You know how much trouble just a pair of Marchers could get themselves into. It's hard to think about a Link 2 that's really scary when you have a Firewall. You can kind of just wait. Because I think I'm more than happy if Noel makes an SP. I don't really know what else is kind of threatening to Firewall.
Some nightmares. You know, just co-link to draw a card.
You're bringing me back
Indeed.
to the
Extra links,
2018 WCQ. Also took place in this venue, I think. A lot of the nightmares still finding themselves on the forbidden section of the Forbidden Unlimited list. Firewall has come back after receiving an update to its text.
No, we go right back into Ninguribo, and
It looks like an SP to me if you're going to bother making Linguribo first.
Yeah.
wonder if you can just kind of firewall target the SP anyway, because I guess you're not too worried about SP banishing either of your monsters. Not really an issue, is it?
Yeah, that's going to be the case.
Firewall's going to be... Oh, no.
Okay.
Matt is just trying it on the... Oh, no, he did banish the...
Oh.
White
Okay.
binder.
That's an interesting approach. And okay, that's why we do have impulse in a new chain to stop the white binder.
But the white binder just comes
Yeah.
back. Crowd here getting more excited. The only card being March Hare. Just having a little discussion whether white binder comes back. I don't really see why it wouldn't come back. But I suppose it did try and summon itself, but yeah. It's a little bit of an interesting one as to whether it kind of remains the same card, but I suppose that's what we have our judges for. I'd be very impressed if Noel knew this in advance, like this very obscure thing that, like, if you try and summon it and then you negate that, does the does the SP still bring it back? I mean, surely it does still bring it back, but
Yeah.
they seem to be shuffling, so maybe he's just going to draw a card.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it came back. I'm kind of shocked by this. But I think they've discussed it, so maybe that was the ruling that was given by the table judge. And maybe Mathis is completely unbothered anyway. I mean, like 99% of the time you should appeal it to a head judge if you're not sure about the correct ruling, but in this instance, yeah, I suppose you know your opponent is only holding a single copy of March Hare and you know what you have. You're probably totally fine anyway. You gain 2,300, and here we are. You're going to banish 3 cards. You're going to have a field full of Malice monsters in just a second. SP again, banishing Malice monsters, not really going to achieve much. And you can just go straight into an Axis code. You can kind of see Mathis going to move a little faster.
Yeah, I mean, and it brings them back, both the Dormouse and the Red Ransom, and I think this is really he wants to chafe just to try and push enough damage here, and I think he can, because I think Noel is left with 1 card in hand.
Yeah, it's just so much advantage you're going to get right now. We have a chain coming along. SP can banish the Red Ransom. But still, I mean, so much advantage you get when you get to bring a Red Ransom back from the grave. You're going to get to reset that GWC. Just infinite cards for Mathis. Oh, just got that 1 trick left.
And yeah. There goes the crowd, and rightfully so. And it is going to be Mathis